Inside Anne McPartlin and Anne-Marie Corbett's £500,000 wedding, which saw bride arrive in £300,000 Rolls-Royce wearing bespoke £15,000 dress, as 100 guests were ferried around in £30,000 Mercedes before groom put them up in £1K per night rooms. Anne McPartlin is reported to have splashed a whopping £500,000 on his lavish wedding to Anne-Marie Corbett in Hampshire this weekend. The TV presenter, who is worth an estimated £20 million, married his former PA at Heckfield Church on Saturday, hosting a reception at Heckfield Place Hotel afterwards. Heckfield, in Hook, Hampshire, saw Anne-Marie, and their star-studded roster of guests descend upon the quaint English village for the big day, which the Sun has suggested set him back $500,000. The church itself, the Grade II listed Heckfield Parish Church of St. Michael, would have cost Ant £25 for a day's hire, a paltry sum compared to the after-party. The church's tower was used as a lookout post during times of unrest, from the days of the Armada through to World War II. A window inside features red and white roses, the emblems of the houses of Lancaster and York. This was installed in following the 1486 marriage of King Henry VII to Elizabeth of York. While the pair did not marry in Heckfield, the window was added to mark the end of the War of the Roses. Former long-serving vicar of the parish, William Milton, was known for his knack at design, creating a safety device to prevent the wheels of stagecoaches falling off. He also assisted in planning the Bristol docks. His daughter Frances was born in 1779 and raised in the village. She was the mother of Anthony Trollope, who became one of the greatest Victorian novelists of the time. The church features a memorial to former Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, who was in power from 1937 to 1940. The ornate building was bedecked with seasonal flowers, including hydrangeas, stocks and roses, in mauve, cream and light pink. They were married by the relevant Canon Marion Acquit, who was seen outside the venue welcoming the guests ahead of the ceremony. Ahead of the service, the bride was driven up to the church in a £300,000 black Rolls-Royce Cullinan and was helped out of the car by event manager Jason Murray, who held up her long train. The Cullinan is the first all-terrain SUV from Rolls-Royce, making luxury off-road travel a reality for the first time. The car features a spacious interior, and accommodates every traveler in unparalleled comfort. The bride, 43, looked elegant in a bespoke floor-length dress by designer Suzanne Neville that featured a one-shoulder design with lace detailing. Anne-Marie wore a long veil which flowed down the back of her dress and pinned her blonde tresses back in a chic updo while opting for glowing makeup as she carried a beautiful bunch of white and purple roses. The dress cost an estimated £15,000. Some of the guests, which included the likes of Philip Schofield, Stephen Mulhern, Alicia Dixon, Christine and Frank Lampard and Dermot O'Leary, arrived in a Mercedes minibus, worth around £30,000. The reception took place at Heckfield Place, with Ant reportedly shelling out £110,000 to put guests up for the night. His own bridal suite came in at £5,000 for the wedding night, too. The couple's choice of reception venue appeals to celebrities due to its walled gardens offering privacy to guests. The hotel is also situated several 100 yards away from its entrance, meaning onlookers situated outside a heavy security presence will be unable to catch a glimpse of celebrations. The spacious grounds also boast ancient woodlands, tranquil gardens and a beautiful lake, offering the perfect backdrop to wedding pictures. The hotel has won Hotel of the Year in the Sunday Times and described as sophisticated and homely, modern whilst being surprisingly rustic by the blog Pocketful of Dreams. A source ahead of the wedding said, Ant and Anne-Marie hoped to get married abroad, but this is the next best thing. The wedding reception is located away from prying eyes and set in beautiful surroundings. It will also have the feel of a traditional wedding, which suits both parties as they are very down-to-earth people. They can't wait to finally get hitched. The source also told Mail Online that the couple were so desperate to keep the location under wraps that the guests were only made aware of the date in their invitations, with the venue disclosed nearer the time. The Mail on Sunday reported the TV veteran told guests to send him their spa bills, which include £100 manicures. Irish presenter Christine, 42, looked incredible in a smart red dress with cutout flower detailing and black stilettos as she looked loved up with navy suit-clad Frank, 43. Philip Schofield cut a suave figure in a dark gray suit which he teamed with a blue patterned tie and white shirt as he smiled on his way into the church, declaring after the service, "It was amazing and great fun. Really enjoyed it." Meanwhile Kat Geely, 44, put on a leggy display in a black and white polka dot dress as she arrived with her husband Patrick Kielty. BGT judge Alicia, 42, stood out from the crowd in a statement one-shouldered pink ruffle dress which showcased her long legs as she put on a united display with her husband Azuka Onanai. David Walliams looked smart in a light gray suit as he arrived with English model Keely Hazel who wore a busty red and white dress. David said after the service, "It was very romantic and very fun, they've both got great sense of humors." Ant and Anne-Marie gave Stephen Mulhern a starring role at the nuptials, where he did a mini-comedy routine which had everyone in stitches, poking fun at Ant and his best man, December, who later made an emotional speech, saying Ant is the best friend a man can have. A guest told Mail Online, "Stephen was hilarious. Nobody was expecting it but he had everyone in rafts of laughter. It gave the wedding a real light-hearted feel." stylish model Keely Hazel, who wore a busty red and white dress. David said after the service, "It was very romantic and very fun. They've both got great sense of humors." Ant and Anne-Marie gave Stephen Mulhern a starring role at the nuptials, where he did a mini-comedy routine which had everyone in stitches, poking fun at Ant and his best man, December, who later made an emotional speech, saying Ant is the best friend a man can have. A guest told Mail Online, "Stephen was hilarious. Nobody was expecting it, but he had everyone in rafts of laughter. It gave the wedding a real light-hearted feel."